was a little disagreement, and these things abound.
Okay.
Abound in any environment. You have both the tax collector and the person paying the tax. There are the tendencies at times they need to disagree. It's natural. It's natural. But it's really unfortunate that it degenerated into the level it is.
Okay, Mr. Igwe, please don't go away. Let me come back to the studio and talk to the head of corporate communications, Skyway Aviation Handling Company Limited, SAHCOl, Mr. Agboarumi. Do you also subscribe to the notion or the idea or the position that airports and the cargo handling area is so porous that just about anybody gets in there?
Yeah. I just think some of us should have taken a drive to the cargo warehouse to understand what we are talking about. There's no doubt that we have so many unauthorized people that gain access to that complex. He spoke about the main gate, that because when you come to the complex, there is a main gate that leads to the complex where you can now either go to the ASCAM, SAHCOl, or NACO. But even when you are entering that gate, you see a lot of people flooding that aspect of the gate.
What is it they're looking for?
You see, this is where the question comes in.
Are they supposed to be touts who are trying to help people gain access to their
the fact of the matter is that they come in the name of being agents. So that's where I believe that, you know, the ANCLA...
That's why I chose to use the word touts.
The ANCLA and NAGAFF were in conjunction with every... As an airport, I believe it's a community, and there were some other people that were expected to have been here. For example, we're talking about the security of the airport. You have the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. You have the police are there. Then you talk about the customs when you talk about that. Well, for example, in SAHCOl, by the time you are getting closer to the warehouse, we've gone ahead to ensure that we have our own internal security, to ensure that we guide against unauthorized access to our facilities. But at that point, at the main gate, I still believe that the various stakeholders and authorities need to do more. Because if those people are coming into the complex in the name of being agents, the ANCLA needs to do more, fish those people out, and ensure that they do not use their name to assess this environment.
These people have ID cards.
Exactly.
Does NAGAFF give ID cards to the members? Does ANCLA as agents
Sorry, let
give?
me, I observe, once in a while, this is not the first time something like this is happening. Once in a while, you see, the custom could just come to the gate or other security agents and say, okay, if you don't have proper access to the cargo complex, you will not be able to enter. So on that particular time, you see ID cards are scrutinized and checked. On those days, the cargo complex is virtually empty, because you see that only those that are authorized, that has the ID cards, or who are true members of ANCLA, NAGAFF, and workers in the system, are allowed access to the cargo complex.
Mr. Agboarumi, why can't this be done every day to ensure that it's only the rightful people who gain access?
Yes, that is where I said, you see, it's the responsibility. There are people that has the duty to provide security, and that's well at the airport generally.
Who are the people? Maybe we should.
FAN
is one of them. Okay.
And I've told you the police are there. Like he said, if you come to that gate at all time, it's being manned by the police. So I believe that it should be their duty to ensure that people that does not have authority into that complex should be turned back anytime they get to that part of the...
Okay, so in terms of what has happened now with the closure of the cargo terminal, how has that affected the business of SAHCOl? What has been the impact for you?
Well, it's a great one. You see, if you look at the way the cargo airport is, the complex is configured, we are two players in that complex. Where when we talk about gateway to import and export within the Nigerian aviation sector, now the warehouse is closed and goods are coming in. Whether you like it or not, within a short time, you discover that we will not be able to have room enough to accommodate goods that come in. And also, it's another stress on us, because we now have to ensure extra security to those goods that are inside the warehouse. So that is the aspect where it's really affecting us as an organization.
Okay. What point are we at now regarding negotiations towards reopening the terminal? Mr. Musa.
Yes, thank you very much. It will interest you to know that it has gotten to the highest level. I'm aware the presidency is aware of the situation. We had a meeting with the representative of the aviation minister day before yesterday, and we are able to catalog discussions and a way forward. And we're also expecting the customs to also align with that, because whether we like it or not, individuals, the custom have nothing to lose, the grant handling company have nothing to lose, the fund have
Customs
nothing to lose.
have a lot to lose.
The
money they're making, they're supposed to make.
Let me learn. They've not lost anything, because eventually, when the shed happens to be reopened, all the revenue will still be collected on all those cargoes. So they are losing virtually nothing. It's as good as you are saving the money. The money doesn't come to them, it goes to CBN. So they don't have access to it. The only thing is, by the time they are opening, the statistic will show that revenue has been collected. So closing the shed indefinitely is also in their favor. They have nothing to lose. Who are the people going to lose? You have the freight forwarders, you have the importer, the innocent importer that has not stolen the customs, you have the consumers that will purchase this item in the market at higher price. You have people that have imported perishables that are worth hundreds of millions that have been destroyed. You have exporters that have perishables that are supposed to have been exported that has been destroyed. You have innocent importers that has imported life-saving items that probably the people that are to be used for have already gone. You have people that have human remain that probably they've arranged days for burial and the corpses are still lying down there. You have factories that's supposed to be carrying out routine exercise, manufacturing, that they are not doing anything. They've shut down their industry. So definitely the whole economy has been grounded. And I keep saying this. You cannot, because someone is having an headache, then you behead that person. It's not a solution. It can never be a solution.
Okay. We have to wrap up now.
Let me just ask Mr. Igwe, please,
yes,
about the situation regarding resolution of this matter, and when do we look forward to the terminal being reopened?
Mr. Igwe, are you still with us?
Yes, yes, I am.
Please go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, did you hear Alero's question in terms of what is the solution? Did you hear the question?
Let him come back with the question.
Okay, Alero.
Yes, you are currently in Abuja for a meeting, I suppose, regarding this issue. So how close are we to a resolution of this problem? And how soon should we look forward to the terminal being reopened?
Yes, thank you, Alero. I'm in Abuja because of this, and like I did say before, various agencies that assist in the reopening are already in the know of this, and I am praying, because the matter is no more a matter of that can be handled. National issue now. A lot of people are losing. Government are equally losing revenue, because the statistics that customs collect their revenue on daily basis. So government are losing revenue. Individuals, the grant handling companies are losing. Clearing agents are losing. Funds. Everybody is losing. They're all losing revenue as it is now. So I can assure you by the special grace of God that come next week, definitely, with the consultations we are putting on ground, come next week, the place will be open.
Okay. So I guess we have to thank you very much, Mr. Igwe. So we need to have a final word now. Just as we're asking for final word, let me start with you. Someone on Twitter just sent a message now, Daily Ace. He said, I bought goods for Christmas last year and received it in February. It was sad just because of this same kind of issues. Trust me, it's all about money. They will choke agents to pay up to clear goods because of the flux of goods. What's your What's your position on this, and can we use that as opportunity to get your final word?
Yes, thank you very much. I think Mr. Dele is not actually far from the truth. It's an unfortunate situation, and even for the fact that it's coming at this time, this is a peak period in the industry because there's a lot of people that brings in items for festive period and so many other things. And I want to believe it's also a blessing in disguise because at the end of the day, we still use this one single stone to actually correct a lot of things. We have issues like the chairman and NAGAFF have said that issues do crop up among the freight forwarders and the customs. We also use it to correct most of those issues, and we ensure that we use it to also sanitize the port in terms of the influx, in terms of operational activities, and in terms of making that environment to be business friendly. So definitely we are going to, after the reopening, we have to sit down as stakeholders and ensure we correct all these unethical attitude both from the private sector and from the public sector.
Okay.
Yeah. Your final word.
Yes, like he said, it's my hope and it's our prayer that this will be, this resolve will finally put an end to situations like this. Like somebody just said, same time last year, we had the same issue. So I believe that this time around, we'll be able to get to the bottom of this, solve the problem, and move forward. And I think in doing this, those people that are using us as gateway will have confidence in coming to us and bringing their goods through the sector.
Thank you very much.
And Alera, just as you're about to wrap up, I got a tweet from, also from Daily Airs incidentally, saying that the Nigerian Customs is fond of bringing up issues to frustrate agents, especially around Christmas, so as to extort money. And I guess next week we're going to have to bring someone from Nigerian Customs and also from FAN to come on the show to explain why this is happening around this time of the year.
On a fairly regular basis.
On a regular basis now, it seems.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. We were chatting with Mr. Aloysius Igwe, who spoke to us from Abuja, and he is the chairman as Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agents, ANCLA. We also had in the studio in Lagos the chairman, National Association of Government-Approved Freight Forwarders, NAGAFF, Mr. Segun Musa, as well as the General Manager, Corporate Communications, Skyway Aviation Handling Company, SAHCOl, Mr. Basil Agboarumi. Thank you all, gentlemen, for coming to share your insights with us this morning.